everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. Before we get any further, I do want to give a big thank you to Modelones for sponsoring today's video, along with sending over this 32-piece gel nail polish set to me. I also just want to mention that my allergies are currently acting up a little bit, so if I sound a little weird or different, that is the reason for that. I've honestly been blowing my nose quite a bit. Just this time of the year, my allergies just really kick in, but I think I am getting better and my body is like adjusting to everything. So that is the good thing. Another good thing is this gel polished nail set that Modelones sent over to me. It is the Crush On Color set, and it does include 32 pieces, and I'm just very excited for this. Another thing about this collection, it's perfect for layering. There's a lot of different like gel polish styles in here, which I am going to go ahead, open this up, and I will be opening all of the gel polish bottles so you guys can take a look at all of the colors that are included. So on the back of the box, it does say these polishes are high quality, long lasting, and easy to apply. It also shows the ingredients for the gel polish, base coat, top coat, and matte top coat, and also the glitter top coat. And then we have the directions, storage, warning, and contact us information. This collection can also be purchased on Amazon, so I will go ahead and have that link down below in the description box for you all. But let's go ahead, open this up, and take a look at the gel polish shades that are included. I'm very excited. I have not taken a sneak peek yet, so I don't really know what colors are included. I just know there's like a good selection in here that are perfect for like layering and doing different styles of nail looks. So here is the box opened, and then it also says new eco-friendly package, same capacity but lighter. Oh wow, that's really cool. So the bottles, the new bottles, they're smaller but still 7 ml. And then their old bottle, it was a larger bottle, but it was still 7 ml. So same exact size, 7 ml for the gel polish, but it is just a smaller bottle. So that's really nice. And then we also do have the gel polish usage manual in here. We have a little wooden stick, which you can use to push back your cuticles, but this would also be great. I know there's some pearl gel polishes in here, so this would be great to use like the pointy end to be able to swirl that gel polish and get like that very pretty pearlescent design. And then we also do have a standard cat eye magnet, which is dual-ended with the rectangular end and also the circle end, because there are also some cat eye gels in here. Okay, so first I see a lot of beautiful colors. Like looking just at this selection, these are looking gorgeous. Like I said, I am going to open all of these bottles just so we can take a quick closer look at each color. But first, let's take a look at these items. So we have the top coat, and it says laser up here. Oh, okay. So that's why. That's because this is a glitter top coat. Look at this glitter. And okay, first, let's just take a moment to appreciate the oval-shaped brush. I am addicted to these oval-shaped brushes. They make applying the polish around the cuticle area super easy. I wish every gel polish company had this oval-shaped brush, because if you're a beginner, it can be very difficult to get around the cuticle area, and these brushes just make it 10 times easier. Even for me, I've been like painting my nails for a very long time now, but still with a standard brush, it's much harder to get around the cuticle and get a clean cuticle versus when using an oval-shaped brush like this. So I love that it's the oval-shaped brush. Also loving this glitter top coat. Look at how beautiful. It's like a fine silver, and then it also is holographic. I hope the camera is doing justice because it is extremely gorgeous. So that is the glitter top coat. We also get a matte top coat, a glossy top coat, and the base coat. And then we get a total of 28 colored gel polishes, which really gives us a good variety. I'm seeing glitters, pearls, jelly nude colors, cat eyes. So let's go ahead. I want to open up all of these bottles. I'm just going to open them up just so we can see the color out of the bottle. That way it will give you guys a really good like color indication on the colors that are included in this set. So I'm going to quickly go ahead, run through that quickly. And then we need to figure out some sort of nail design. I am going to focus on like a spring nail look, and I'm just really excited. I want to open these colors up though because the color labels, they look really pretty, like this one specifically. Just take a look at that color label. Curious what this color is going to be, but I want to open these all up, so I'm just going to let this play out just so you guys can see the colors. And then we are going to, of course, do a nail design using some of these colors. So those were all of the gel polish colors included in this Modelones Crush On Color 32-piece gel polish nail set. And I'm not gonna lie, every time I was opening those bottles, I just kept thinking like how gorgeous the colors were, how pretty, and I was just really loving the good variety. Like I was seeing fine glitters, chunkier glitters, cat eyes, that butterfly glitter top coat, the milky white and like jelly nude colors. Am I missing? Oh, the pearls. Oh my goodness. There was just a really good color selection in here. And I was just loving the wide variety of different like things that you can do. You can layer these gels. You can layer the nude down. You can put a pearl on top, a glitter on top. You can put your cat eye and then a glitter. There is just really endless possibilities with this gel polish nail set. The color choices are also very beautiful. I love the color selection. I'm a big fan of like blues, purples, pinks. Those are my favorites. And I was seeing like a lot of those colors in this set, which I really, really love. Honestly, seeing all those colors, I'm kind of stumped here, and I don't know for sure what nail design I'm going to do yet, just because there were so many gorgeous colors and I really wish I could use every single color, but that's just not going to be possible today. I am going to also be applying the Modelones Pro Luxe nail tips. These have the Perfect C Curve Instant Apex or Instant Perfection, but the Apex, and then they are acrylic level strength. I have tried these in a separate video. I really like them. They're the perfect, like it says here, perfect C-curve nails. They also have that very beautiful apex. And the one specifically I'm going to use today is the long coffin, just because I believe they only have 3 nail shapes of these, a medium square, a medium almond, and then this long coffin. I may be wrong, they may have more shapes and lengths now, which I would really love to try those if they are available. But I have tried the square and the almond, I'm pretty positive already, in separate videos. So the only ones I haven't used yet are these long coffins. So we're gonna go ahead and do some coffin nails today. To get these applied, I'm also going to be using the Modelones Solid Nail Glue Gel. To be honest, this isn't my favorite glue gel in a tube, but it definitely does the job. If you've watched my other videos where I've used this product, it is just a little liquidy and it tends to not want to stick in the nail, and it just makes applying the nail tips a little bit challenging. I feel like the formula just needs to be reformulated. That way it makes things easier, and when you actually go to squeeze it, it doesn't have that liquid in it. But overall, it does work, and it also does have this little almost like a precision point here. It's a little bit more of a wider opening, but you just squeeze this out, and then it also is a non-stick product. So I feel like that's the reason why it almost has like that little liquid consistency to it. It's really hard to explain because the gel itself, it's thick, it's non-stick, you can touch it without it sticking to you. But it does have like some sort of like bubbly liquid in there. And I feel like that's pretty much just so it doesn't stick to the container, and so it allows you to squeeze it out. But then it also, that same liquid makes it a little difficult with this product sticking to the nail tips. But overall, this product does work. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this today just because with the Instant Apex nails, I always like to use a solid glue gel just because there is always like a little gap in between the nail tip and my natural nail because of that apex. So to use a thicker gel, it's just going to fill in that gap for me. If you don't have that issue, then you can just use like a regular glue gel in a bottle. But my nail tips, just the way my style of natural nails, they have a little extra room, so that's why this solid nail glue gel does come in handy. So I'm gonna go ahead, move everything out of the way, and then we will come back, we'll get these applied, and then I'm also gonna think of some cute spring nail design to do using the gel polish that the gel polishes that I just showed. So let's go ahead and start off with prepping our natural nails. I'm first going to take my cuticle pusher, push back my cuticles, and also using the opposite end to help lift up any of the dead cuticle. Then I'm going to go in with some cuticle nippers. To further help remove the dead cuticle from your natural nail plate, you can also go in with an e-file, but because I do my nails so often, I'm just going to skip over that step because there really isn't much cuticle growth on my natural nails. I'm also going to clip down the length of my natural nails, but this is an optional step. I'm now going to take my buffer to remove the shine from my natural nails. Again, you can use an e-file with a fine grit sanding band to do this. You just gently want to go in and remove the natural shine. I'm then going to take my dust brush to remove the nail dust from my natural nails. And a further little step to help remove the dust, I'm going to take a little bit of rubbing alcohol in that same stiff dust brush and just go back in, and this is just going to further remove any nail dust. And then the rubbing alcohol is also going to help dehydrate my natural nails. Next, I am going to be going in with the Modelones Nail Dehydrator and Nail Primer. This is a great little set here to help your nails last 28 plus days. So first, the nail dehydrator. Again, this is just going to help dehydrate your natural nails and remove any excess oils. Our natural nails do have oil on them, and if we want the longevity, we want to really clean and get rid of all that oil. So that I went in with one coat. It is air dry and it just really dried out my natural nails. Next, we are going to go in with the nail primer, and this I'm going to go in with one coat to all of the nails. This allows for a better adhesion. You can also go in with 2 coats of primer if you do struggle with lifting. I like to do that on my toenails, but just for my nails today, I'm going to go in with 1 coat of that. Then from the gel polish set, I'm going to be taking the base coat, and I'm going to go in with a layer of this to all of my nails, and then I will cure. Now that our nails are prepped, let's go ahead and get our nail tips sized out. And again, I'm using the Modelones Pro Luxe nail tips in the long coffin. Here are the nails after I have them all sized out. I'm now ready to get them applied. So I have my flash cure light here. And then again, I'm going to be using the Model 1 solid nail glue gel. This is in a tube, but it is also a non-stick product. What I like to do is squeeze out the gel into the nail tip, and then I will take my glove and just help press it down. That way I can estimate and make sure I have like the correct amount in the nail tip. As you can see here, this is probably just a little too much. You can also see what I was talking about in the beginning where it's just like a little liquidy. And again, I feel like I am so bad at explaining that because it's not actually liquidy. It just is so non-stick that it hates sticking to the nail tip, and it just makes like pressing it down a little difficult to do. But once I do have that pressed down, I'll then go ahead, turn on my flash cure light, and then I will apply the nail tip. Once the nail tip is applied, I will go ahead and just hold that in place just because again that like liquid, it does not like to stay, so I just like to hold it there, do my flash cure. I will repeat this same process to all of the other nails, and then I will do my full cure. Another thing that I do just want to mention about this glue gel, it does cure just fine. Once it's actually cured, it will like stay in place and it's not going to be moving around. I just wanted to say that because again, I feel like I'm so bad at explaining like what I don't like about this product. Oh wait, maybe here you can see like there's like a liquid. You can see that there's like a liquid. This isn't the gel because the gel is completely fine. The gel has thickness to it, but that liquid that's making it non-stick. I don't know. It's just weird to explain. If you have this product, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it does work to be able to apply the nail tips. It just makes things a little bit difficult. Again, I'll do this to the nails, I'll do my flash cures, and then once I do have them all applied, that's when I will go into my large nail lamp and be sure to do a full cure. That way the gel does fully cure. Here are the nails after I have them all applied, and they are looking very, very good. I'm now going to go in with my base color for the nail design. So I have decided I want to do a pearl nail set just because I thought the pearl gels were very beautiful. So for my base color on all of the nails, I'm going to be using the milky white color. And I just wanted to add a base color. That way when I go in with the pearls and like create the design, if there's any little empty gaps, there's going to be a base color to help with that so the nail tip isn't clear. So I'm just going to add this milky white. I'm going to go in with one coat of this to all of the nails, and then I will cure. So now that I have one coat of that milky white applied to the nails, that's the perfect base color. I pulled out 2 of the pearl gels that I have decided to use. This one here, which is a white, and it has the most beautiful like pink purple reflect. And then this one here, which is a pink gel. And this one is very similar to like my gloves. It just has like a very beautiful pink reflect. And I've decided that I want to create like an ombre with these gels. And then I will also be swirling them to create that super cool like shell effect. Pearl gels are so beautiful and they can be used for so many different nail designs. I know mermaid nails are a really big like popular trend with these pearl gels, but you can also use them for like fairy nails. What else was I thinking? Unicorn nails. These gels are just so pretty and you can leave them as is or you can swirl them, which I'm going to be showing that today. So first things first, I just want to go in and apply these gels, and then before curing, I'll go ahead and swirl. So I'm going to apply the white gel first, and it doesn't really need to be perfect because again, we're going to be swirling these gels to give it just a little extra effect. So I'm just going to apply the white pearl gel towards the top of the nail on all of the nails, and then that pink pearl gel I'll be applying towards the bottom of the nail on all of the nails. Now, before curing, I'm going to go ahead and swirl. I may need to go in and add just a little extra gel, but we're going to try to keep it as is. And I'm just going to use the pointy end of the wooden stick. And I'm just going to go in and swirl like this. And this is just going to give it a really cool effect. Again, if I feel like it's necessary, I will go in and add a little extra gel just because that will really help like the swirl effect. I think I am going to go ahead and do that. So on the white parts, I'm just going to go in and dab the brush like so. And then I'll also do this same exact thing on the pink part of the nail, like towards the tip of the nail. And this is just going to add a little bit more gel just so you can get a little bit more like a better swirl effect. This is just going to be super helpful. Oh my goodness, these nails are turning out amazing. I hope the camera's doing justice for how beautiful these pearl gels are, because this is just so stunning, and I love like the swirl effect. I just think that is so pretty, and then them like being pearl. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. To add just a little extra like pop to these nails, I have decided that I want to use the butterfly gel. I was going to just use the glitter top coat, but I feel like adding the blue, it'll be the perfect combination with like the pink and almost like, I feel like a little bit of purple, but I feel like these are a little bit more so on the pink. But blue and pink, it's going to look so good together. And then this also has some super fine blue glitter in it, and then also the blue butterfly sequins. So I'm going to be applying this to all of the nails, and then again, using this wooden stick, it's going to be super helpful to move around those blue butterfly sequins to get them placed perfectly. So here are how the nails are looking after I have that butterfly gel applied, and I did not really notice that it did have a little bit of a blue tint to it, but I think this is actually perfect because that layering technique with like the milky white and then the pink and white pearl and then having that blue tint on top, it's almost made it like the nails are purple, but you can still see like the butterfly glitter, like that blue tint, and then also the iridescence in like the pearl and also the pearl swirls. So I just think this is so beautiful, and the gels just paired so perfectly together. So now I am going to go in with the top coat, of course the glossy top coat, and I'm going to be applying this to all of the nails, and then I will cure. Here are the nails after I have the top coat applied. I'm now going to go in with my cuticle oil. I'm going to apply this to my cuticles, rub that in to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And here is the finishing look for how these nails turned out. I am absolutely obsessed. Like I was saying in the beginning, I love good like pink, blue, purple nails. Also, I'm a big fan of butterfly nails. If you've been watching my channel, you definitely know that already. But these nails really just turned out so stunning, and I loved how I was able to layer and like add the gels together. Instead of just using like one gel, I feel like this collection is super perfect for layering and being able to use those different gels in combination and with each other, and they're just very like, they complement each other. So I am super happy with how this turned out. It was also a very easy nail set to do, which is always nice when you have a super easy, beginner-friendly nail set, which didn't take much time or it wasn't hard to do, but it still turned out very, very pretty. Another thing, I just want to showcase these beautiful Pro Luxe nail tips. Like I said, I really like these. They have a very beautiful apex and they just look like a set of acrylic. Even though they're full cover nail tips that I applied using gel, the products that I did use in today's video will be linked down below in the description box in case you guys do want to pick anything up for yourselves. I really hope you all did enjoy today's video. Thank you again to Modelones for sponsoring. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.